Peace and love, fragrance family. Welcome back to another video. So as you can see from the title, we're going to be taking a look into this niche house of the world of Zaharoff. My good friend, George Zaharoff, man. It has been an absolute pleasure making this video and uploading this video. And I'm pretty sure y'all going to enjoy this content. And yeah, let's get into it.
Everyone knows that I mess around. Surely that don't mean that you can't hold it down.
Peace and love, fragrance family. Welcome back to another video. So as y'all can see from the title, yes, we're going to be discovering the world of Zaharoff today. This is really like my first introduction to just kind of stepping outside into the niche era. You know, you got your Creed, Parfums de Marley, and things like that, and of course the clones of all of these niche fragrances. But the actual physical niche, yeah, this is a big one, family. So shout out to, first of all, shout out the world of Zaharoff. George Zaharoff, you are the man. I appreciate you for sending me this, and we're gonna go ahead and tap in and get into it, family. So it comes with this. Looks like it's just the fragrances the fragrances that we're gonna be looking at or taking a look at. Then it comes with this as well too. Looks like a package, and I think I seen this on Ross video. You know, it has all the fragrances Zaharoff has, which I think he has 16 right now. So let's go ahead and get into it, family. We got these 5 fragrances that we're going to be going over, and I'll be going through them as well too, and listing which ones we smelling as we go. What y'all think we should start off with? We have Zaharoff Signature Royale, Zaharoff Citrine, Zaharoff Signature Noir, Zaharoff Signature Seraphine Blue, and Zaharoff Signature Seraphine Red. Now, as y'all know, I'm pretty sure many of y'all that watch TLTG reviews, y'all know that his favorite fragrance in the universe is Zaharoff Seraphine Blue. You know, he gave that a 10 out of 10. I think he only gave 2 other fragrances 10 out of 10. So he's absolutely in love with that. You know, he probably loves it more than his wife. So at this point, for him, I got high expectations for it. I mean, that should be the very best one out of all of these. See what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I digress. Let's go ahead and tap in and get into it. So the first one that we got, I'm gonna pop off with, is Zaharoff Signature Noir. I feel like that's a good starter fragrance. You know, what y'all think? Comes in a little vial like this. I can't remember if this is a 2 milliliter or a 5 milliliter. I'm thinking this is a 5 ml. I think it's a 5 ml. Yeah. So let's go ahead and tap in. I couldn't wait for my test strips to come, so I just marked them, and you probably can't read my writing, but I just marked them and decided to use this little paper test strip that I created. So let's get into it. Okay. I can get it, smell it in the air.
It's time for bed.
Not yet, it looks. So in the air, it's sweet. It has a very settling, there must be some type of lavender in here. And plus we got the notes right here, so I'll be able to read off the notes to y'all as we go. I'm smelling something that's very sweet and sexy. It almost smells like juniper berries in here. So Signature Noir top notes is basil, coriander, pink pepper, mandarin, and bergamot. I'm not really getting a whole bunch of the mandarin, but nonetheless, this is a beautiful fragrance. I mean, you can smell the quality in it for sure. Not really getting any of the mandarin orange. I can smell the bergamot and the coriander. I'm really smelling the pink pepper, the basil, and the coriander for sure. I'm smelling ginger roots for sure. There's blonde cedar in the mid. There's anise, cypress, freesia, and fir balsam from Canada. He's very precise with his notes. You know, you can tell Zaharoff really takes his time getting the best quality for these fragrances for y'all. But it is a very sexy, sensual fragrance. It has sandalwood, Sandalwood, tonka bean, frankincense, oud, and myrrh in the base. And so far, it's a very settling, sexy signature fragrance. It kind of reminds me of something, and I don't want to compare it to and grab another cologne, but I do want to grab another cologne to show y'all what it reminds me of. But actually, I am. And George Zaharoff, I hope this does not offend you, family. But I'm going to give this like a 7.5. It's not bad. It doesn't completely blow me away, but it's a good signature wearing fragrance. You know, you can wear this every day, any weather, any occasion. And in the fragrance line, you need these type of fragrances. That's very mass appealing. You know, it reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana K, which this is the clone from Maison Alhambra Kingsman. But it reminds me of this. Very similar. Very, very similar. Very sexy though. Good mass appealing scent. Let's keep on going through the list. That was Signature Noir from Zaharoff signature line. All right, so let's keep it going, and I'll revisit these at the end. Maybe I'll change my mind, change my opinion on them as I go along. But next one, we're gonna go with, let's try Citrine. Heard good things about this one as well too. Must be like a green fragrance. I'm expecting citruses, might be a blue. But let's go ahead and see what we got here. Okay. Ooh, that's different. That is different. Let me look at the notes of this. This is very different. This is good. This is really good. This is definitely gonna get a higher score than the Signature Noir right off the bat. Oh yeah, this is really extremely different. I haven't smelled anything like this at all. So Citrine, it looks like it opens up with willow leaf, mandarin orange, sweet orange. Yeah, I can smell the orange for sure in this one. But it also has fennel, and that's why it makes it so sexy. This has a sweet, sexy fennel note, which makes it kind of like herbal and green as well too. Very sexy with the fennel. Has juicy red currant. Red currant is different. Has fresh cardamom. So this is very green, but it's citrus. It's also like, it's almost like a green and a blue fragrance. So it has citrus, has that fennel. I'm definitely getting that citrus and fennel right up front, and it's coming off very pleasantly. Yeah, I mean, you can tell, you can smell the quality. It's raw, unedited quality in these clones. I'm always used to saying clones. Raw, unedited. Man, it's so sexy with the citrine right here. You got clementine, pink pepper, fig wood. You got courtesan cistus. He got some notes on him now. George Zaharoff, he be going to the other side of the world getting the notes nobody don't know about. Come and put them in his fragrance, then he be the only one that got it. See what I'm saying? It also got Sambac, Arabian jasmine. That's what I smell, that Arabian jasmine. It's sexy. Floral, citrus, herbal. Think about that. It's a floral, citrus, herbal. And it tells a story with the fragrance. Very sexy. It smells like it's come from the islands. You got, for the base, you got purple plum, white moss, gold patchouli. You see what I'm saying? Nobody don't be having this in their fragrances. Frankincense, oud, sea amber, and musk. And that's gonna earn this an 8.5 out of 10. I really do like the fresh citrus fennel note in here. Super beautiful. Super beautiful. One of the best citrus fragrances I probably put my nose on. Super beautiful and super different. Let's keep it rolling, family. So next up we got, let's go ahead and do Seraphine Blue, because I heard a lot about this fragrance, and I know this video is probably, it's going on 9 minutes now. So it's probably gonna be a long video. But I heard this fragrance, like I said, is one of Ross's favorite fragrances. So I'm having really high expectations for this one. You know, I've been really waiting on this one. So let's go ahead and tap in and get into it. Let's see here. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, yeah. 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 I can see what raw swag is now. You know, I can see what his approach is now, what he looks for in the fragrance. It's a blue. It's almost like a sea breeze. This is, I can't even label this as an aquatic, because although it has like a sea breeze type of note to it, it's very different as well too. Let me look at the notes on this one. So Seraphine Blue, it has apple. Yeah, that's what I'm smelling. Apple. It has apple, lavender, rosemary, and eucalyptus in the top. And man, it's sexy with the apple and that eucalyptus. Very fresh, almost like a cooling smell from the eucalyptus. Like smells cold almost. And then you get rosemary, so it's almost like a blue-green as well too, kind of like the citrine, but completely different. Never have I ever smelled something like this. Heart notes or the mid, it has blue cypress, immortelle, iris, that's why it's sexy, coconut, orange flower, marine notes, and muguin. I don't know what that is. Has a muguin note to it. It's very beautiful, family. I mean, like, you can't really get no more beautiful than this on a sea breeze type of aquatic. Bottom notes, you got cistus, olibanum, red seaweed, amber, and musk. Whoo! I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. It's very sexy. I can see why Ross give it a 10 out of 10, but for me, it don't necessarily push the ante to get that big score. So I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 for Seraphine Blue. Very good, sexy blue fragrance though. Extremely good quality. All right, up next on the list, let's go ahead and tap in with Seraphine Red then. Might as well go ahead and tap in and get into it. And this is obviously the opposite of Seraphine Blue, or I guess the counterpart of it. It looks like it has less notes than Seraphine Blue, so I'm curious to see what this one's gonna smell like. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah. This is for me. I almost feel like if Ross feel like Seraphine Blue was made for him, I feel like Seraphine Red was made for me. It has this sexy, appealing, spicy, sweet, citrusy note to it. It's so sexy. Family, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love designer fragrances. Like, one of my favorite fragrances of all time is Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme and Prada L'Homme. But this is not my favorite fragrance, hands down. Signature Seraphine Red is the most beautiful scent I've ever smelled, period. I mean, it's not even close, honestly. This is so sexy. It actually reminds me of a time. Like, this smell reminds me of a specific time in my life. And what's crazy is it's not even like a good memory. It's just a memory that I can pinpoint, and I know exactly what was happening during that time, but I can't really express it. But this fragrance reminds me of it. Super beautiful, super sexy. Let's look into the notes. So it got pink pepper, eucalyptus, Aleppo pine, marine salty accord. It has red seaweed, orange blossom, and ylang ylang. That's what it is, that ylang ylang. I love me some ylang ylang. And then it got creamy sandalwood, white musk, amber, and gold vetiver. Super sexy, family. Super duper sexy. Yeah. This is 11 out of 10 for me. Easy. Sexy. I don't even know if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Zaharoff. Yeah, you open my nose up to a whole different level. Let's keep it rolling. So the last one we got on the list is Signature Royale. So let's go ahead and check to see what this one is talking about. Signature Royale. I'm assuming this is like the signature maybe this was the first one that was, well, I guess Signature Port Home was probably the first one that started, and then it was Signature Royale. So let's get into it. Okay, this one, a little harder to spray. Ooh, this one's sexy, sexy. So you got fresh cardamom, citrus blend, Himalayan juniper. Yeah, the Himalayan juniper is different. Lavender, pimento leaves, magnolia, sandalwood, gold patchouli, oud, suede, and cashmere wood blend. Cedarwood, amber, musk, vanilla. And yeah, that's what brings out the suede accord. Yeah. George, you did your big one on this. And I think Claude, this was performed by Claude. But man, y'all really did y'all big ones on this one. This, I mean, you cannot get any better than this. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 as well too. This is super sexy. It reminds me of like being in the wilderness, which is crazy because somebody said I look like I live in the wilderness on my last video, which was funny. And obviously they was joking, but I mean, I kind of do got the caveman appeal, the sexy caveman. But this is, it's very like raw, is what I think about. It's raw. It's like, it didn't really animalic or nothing like that to me, but it's like very extremely raw. It's kind of green. It's sweet. It's sexy. It's a lot of stuff in one, and it's really beautifully made with quality fragrances. Yeah, all of these are some complete bangers, but my favorite from this list is gonna have to be Zaharoff Signature Seraphine Red. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I almost feel like if I'm going to breaking this down, it's just gonna put me in a whole different era, a whole different mode than, you know, any of the other ones. This is so good, family. Yeah, I could definitely see this being full bottle worthy. All of these are full bottle worthy, but this one for me takes the cake, family. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, checking out this video. Peace and love to all of y'all. I appreciate y'all for continuing to subscribe, like, and just tap in with the channel, family. I appreciate each and every one of you. Peace and love.